Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so excited for this deep dive. We're tackling a topic that I know a lot of you are dealing with.
Yeah, getting the most out of your enterprise asset management systems.
Exactly.
Huh.
So we're going deep into this source material. Extract new value from your EAM systems.
Lots of good stuff in here.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's something that a lot of people can benefit from hearing, especially when you're dealing with older tech and maybe teams that aren't quite on board with the whole EAM thing.
That can definitely be a struggle.
And it's costing companies a fortune. Like,
Hmm.
you wouldn't believe how much money is just slipping through the cracks because of these inefficiencies.
It's true. In chapter 1, they talk about how common it is for companies to invest in these systems,
Right?
and then they don't get the value out of them.
Totally. It's like you buy this shiny new tool, but then it just sits there gathering dust.
Yeah, and they end up with poor data quality, low user adoption, all that.
And systems that just don't talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly. And this is a huge problem because it leads to bad decisions.
Right, decisions based on faulty data.
Waste of time, waste of money, and then it makes it even harder to adopt new technologies down the line.
Absolutely. It's like a snowball effect.
And it's not just theory. There's a case study in here about a company that made some pretty big purchasing mistakes
Oh, yeah.
because they were relying on outdated inventory data. Cost them thousands of dollars.
Easy to see how that happens.
So what can companies do? Well, luckily, Chapter 2 gives us some strategies
Some really solid strategies.
for success.
Yeah.
It all comes down to improving data quality, boosting user adoption, and really focusing on integrating those technologies.
About breaking down those silos, right?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And they go into specific tactics like data cleansing. It's not just deleting duplicates, it's about getting everything standardized.
Right. And having clear ownership of the data,
Exactly. They even talk about using tools, find those inconsistencies and fix them.
which is something that, Sigga does really well.
Oh yeah, they're really ahead of the curve on that. And then there's the whole user adoption piece. I'm really curious about their strategies for getting people on board,
Well, they talk a lot about early and continuous user engagement.
like getting people involved from the very beginning,
Right. So that they feel like they're part of the process.
and then incorporating their feedback and making sure the training is actually relevant to their roles.
Yeah, and the source material even talks about how mobile accessibility is crucial, especially for field technicians. It just makes their lives easier.
And improves data accuracy because they can input everything in real time.
Exactly, it's all connected. And, this really aligns with Sigga's approach, especially with their Sigga EAM Empower solution.
Oh, speaking of Sigga, Chapter 3 really focuses on them as a provider.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, those two solutions they highlight, Sigga EAM Empower and Sigga Planning and Scheduling, they sound pretty impressive.
They are. Sigga EAM Empower really tackles those core challenges we've been talking about.
By centralizing the data,
Yes, in real time. So everyone's working from the same source of truth.
it's like having this live map of your whole operation.
Exactly. And the interface, it's so intuitive and it works on any device.
Right, because Sigga gets it. They know that if the system's not easy to use, people won't use it.
Right. No matter how powerful the tech is.
And that mobile access, it really empowers those field technicians. They can get the info they need, update work orders, report progress, all instantly.
And it all flows back to the office, so everyone's in the loop.
It's a total game changer. And what about Sigga planning and scheduling? They were talking about how it helps with proactive maintenance.
Absolutely. It's about moving away from those reactive firefighting situations.
To a more strategic approach.
Right. Using real-time data and algorithms to optimize everything.
Less downtime, resources are used more effectively. There was a company in here that reduced their backlog by 20%.
Imagine the cost savings.
Seriously impressive. And it integrates with SAP PM right.
Seamlessly.
Yeah.
Which is huge for a lot of large organizations.
It means that your operational data is talking to your corporate objectives. You get a complete picture of your asset performance and costs.
Which ultimately leads to better decision-making.
So, big takeaway here, guys. Tackling these EAM challenges, it's not just a tech issue, it's a strategic move.
It can really impact your bottom line and set you up for success in the future.
It's about having the right system, implemented the right way, and getting everyone on board.
And Sigga can help you do that.
Absolutely. So if you want to learn more about how Sigga can help your organization specifically, head over to Sigga.com.
It's time to ditch those old systems and build a solid EAM foundation for the future.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.